Hello, I will be your newest addition to this collab channel. My name is Quinten. I will be posting on Sundays. I'm 21, I'm from Texas. I'm FTM and don't really know what else to add about myself. You just get to know more about me as I do more videos. So today's topic is rural versus urban. Now, this was a very difficult question for me to answer in particular because a lot of us don't necessarily grow up in rural or urban areas. A lot of us actually are in suburban areas, and the suburbs try to bring all the convenience of city life, which is having, lots of businesses around, lots of sometimes food options, restaurants, activities, etc., and trying to bring rural life with it. So it has space, it's away from people, there usually is not a lot of traffic. You might live near a main road or a main highway so that it's easy to get to places, but you're not necessarily in the middle of a downtown. And there's usually nature there too, so they try to keep trees. If there's no, water around, they make man-made lakes and such. So for me, it's kind of hard to answer this because I like a little bit of both. There is no either or for me. But I would say that if I had to lean in a certain direction, I would lean more towards rural rather than urban because I love nature. I love going outside, even though my allergies say it's a terrible idea. And what's great for me about being outside is that it has always been something that has lessened my anxiety, my depression, and being able to go out and either, not necessarily interact with people, but just interact with what's out there. So being able to take in the fact that there's sunlight when we're just bombarded with artificial, off-color, fluorescent, and different types of light bulbs all the time. Being able to actually feel the real temperature on your skin, not something that's controlled by a dial. And then being able to look at the natural beauty that we've actually modeled our civilizations off of, seeing where these colors come from, looking at the textures, feeling trees, feeling rocks in your hands because you go rock climbing or you fall off of something and you cut your hand. So being able to really experience what's already there, something that we can build from but that we can't actually create. We can make buildings, we can utilize materials and resources, but we can't actually create nature. It just is. And for me, that's a very beautiful thing to be able to see something that we love and that we appreciate, but we can't control and we cannot contain it, we cannot actually make it. And I find that to be fantastic in a world where a lot of things are fabricated and where people seem to be pushing more towards what's synthetic versus what is natural. And in particular, the reason I would pick rural is that I have enjoyed my time in the hill country when I go out to my cabin that's out there that I like to rent. And what's great about out there, besides just the no pollution, is just the quiet, the option to have noise, the option to move around, the hospitality of the people. And I think it comes from being able to have that personal space, because sometimes in urban spaces you don't get enough space. So you always feel like you have to carve out a spot to have your own personal space so you don't feel like people are always pressing upon you. And I think that besides just, the culture of small town living, it's also that these people have their space. They feel like day to day they are not being intruded upon, so when they see people, it's great to be able to talk to someone and interact with them, and it's very friendly. And so I enjoy that aspect when I go out there, and also enjoy the fact that because it is quiet and because there's a lot of ambient noise that's actually from nature and it's not being made by cars or by construction or by people moving things, it helps me with my writing. So it allows me to be more creative. I feel a lot more relaxed because also when you're in a rural environment, there isn't this constant idea of motion, this constant idea of needing to do something. And I'm not saying that you can't accomplish things in those types of areas. It's just there's no need to do everything at this brisk pace and have this list of 80 things to do and finish them all today. And personally, that's why I would choose rural over urban. But you can comment below and talk about how you feel about this question, or how you feel like nature versus a city has impacted your life. And hope you found this video interesting, and if not, I will improve and get better, and I will see you next Sunday.